One day, I'll be climbing like a mountain goat. Hello.
Some riders are blessed with a natural ability as the road heads upwards. Some of us, though, like myself, have to fight that little bit harder to escape the forces of gravity.
Yeah, whether you love climbing or you hate it, riding uphill is an integral part to cycling. So coming up are our favourite drills to help you improve your climbing. Woo, you ready? Ready.
One of my favourite drills to improve climbing would be sweet spot training. Now, sadly, this doesn't involve raiding your nan's sweet stash, but instead working on your aerobic capacity. On longer, more alpine climbs, I find this especially helpful.
To the technically minded, sweet spot is around 84 to 97% of your FTP power, or 84% to 97% of the watts you can hold for an hour-long maximal effort. However, I would describe it as slightly easier than an effort you would manage to sustain for 20 minutes.
It's just a notch down from going all out over a longer interval, and you should feel more in control than if you're giving it everything you've got.
So try to include 2 times 20-minute sessions at sweet spot in your ride, and look to finish each effort with a little left in the tank. These efforts are designed to raise your heart rate, but not so much so you feel high levels of lactate or you feel completely gassed after each effort. These are controlled aerobic efforts, and as your fitness improves, you can build up the reps. And I guess what you want to aim for is about an hour to 90 minutes within a ride. Trust me, your legs will thank you, especially when you hit these mountainous roads. Whew, my legs are burning.
Another drill to try is some simple cadence work. Roads are very rarely at a steady gradient, and it can help to get used to the constantly changing incline that can be thrown at you, especially on steeper climbs when your rhythm is always changing.
One session that can really help, and one of my personal favourites, try 10-minute interval blocks with 2 minutes at 50 RPM and 2 minutes at 120 RPM. One thing I would say is try and do this on a climb that is familiar to you, so you know the gradient.
You're not looking to do a super hard effort here. Just get used to pedalling in a different rhythm than what you're used to. Put yourself out of your comfort zone, so to speak. Try adding 10 minutes of this in your next ride, building up to 3 lots of 10 minutes as you progress.
But don't overdo this one. If you have any knee pain or discomfort, just knock it on the head and try it another day.
Something that I think can often be overlooked is the ability to ride out of the saddle. On any given climb, you will have to get out of the saddle at some point, whether accelerating out of a hairpin or pushing over that super steep incline. Stay out of the saddle, Hank! What are you doing? Stay out of the saddle, no sitting down!
It's really beneficial to feel comfortable with mixing up your climbing styles. This will help you avoid getting stiff in specific positions. A good thing to try is to get out of the saddle for around 5 minutes in one go. Now this is surprisingly difficult, but it will really help you get used to being out of the saddle. Once you've done 5 minutes, you can then lead up to 10 minutes out of the saddle. This will help you get used to being out of the saddle, but also it will help you get to know the different muscles that are employed. Oh, my legs are starting to burn now, but this drill will help you in nearly all climbing scenarios. Connor said he did this to get ready for races, but let me tell you, it's tough. The challenge is now yours.
Another simple drill to help with your climbing is a shorter maximal interval followed by a longer aerobic effort. This can be really helpful at the bottom of a steeper climb when the initial change in effort can really hit you hard. Try a 30-second maximal sprint. Then immediately follow up with a 6-minute aerobic effort, around what you could roughly hold for 30 minutes.
The 30-second effort will obviously really hurt, but the challenge will be trying to bring your heart rate down after the max sprint and managing your effort without a complete rest period. Aim to keep the effort constant and bring your heart rate down gradually. Look to have 2 to 3 of these efforts into a short ride.
This sort of drill will be particularly helpful when riding a group and managing the often unnecessary pace at the bottom of a climb, or when you're fighting for position at the bottom of an ascent. I've often found it very useful to test myself on a climb in my local area. Doesn't matter how long or how short this climb is, get used to adding it into your rides and push yourself on it each time.
Yeah, personal competition is a great way to push yourself and surprise yourself also. So choose a local climb or even your favourite so you can go deep, deep into that hurt locker.
Just give it a solid blast from bottom to top and you'll more than likely find little ways to improve on each attempt.
Yeah, aim to PB that climb and you'll definitely see the benefits. And also take all the things you learn from all the climbs and that will translate into you becoming a better all-round climber. Right, mate, we've got to stop procrastinating and do this maximum effort.
Come on, last effort.
You ready?
Today, yeah.
3.3k, 6%, we got this.
Let's give it a blast. So I really hope some of these climbing drills help improve your ability for the better.
Make some small changes to your training to implement it bit by bit.
Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have liked it, then make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And for another how-to video, because I'm sure you guys are hungry for another one, then make sure you click on screen now. Right, it's race time. You ready?
You probably need a head.
Yeah, I do. I'll see you guys later.
Stay out of the saddle though, you.